Warning: the following may contain flying crocodiles. Join fantasy authors Phil Tucker, Timandra Whitecastle, David Benem, Benedict Patrick, and Josiah Bancroft as they roll dice and take on the bad guys in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. 5 authors, 5 worlds, 1 adventure. It's time to get crit-faced. Previously on Crit-Faced. Attacked by zombies in the night, the creature's severed heads and arms continue to attack our heroes. One disembodied claw rakes at Ireena, causing serious harm to the party's companion.
Kellen, you're a zombie, so it's obviously got its head is still on the ground and it was trying to have a go at your ankle.
So, I'm wearing very sturdy boots, by the way.
Yeah, still going for it, though. So, no, it does not manage to get through your boots, unfortunately, for the zombie. But the claws are still going to have a go at you. Now, because it doesn't have a head anymore, it's attacking with disadvantage. So its first claw attack only gets 5 versus AC. And the second claw attack only gets 6 versus AC, so I imagine none of them managed to make it. The final zombie shambles up to the tree that Jean and Ismark are climbing are in, and this zombie begins to try to climb up the tree, and it does so with great aplomb. So I think
that's not a zombie.
It got an 18 on the die. It's a pretty good roll, no matter how terrible these zombies are.
It's a ballet dancer for being turned.
So basically, and we'll say actually that it's sort of halfway up the distance because I had to travel a bit to get to you guys in the first place. So it's halfway. Halfway up to get to you guys. It's going to be a melee with you on its next zombie turn. So, top of the round, turn 3, Jean, you've got a zombie about 5 feet away from you down this tree.
Well, I'm glad I have my flesh curtain in front of me to kind of absorb the next blow. I'm sure he'll do a wonderful job. Oh God, I'm going to die. Maybe, can we reason with him? Maybe I could like persuade him to go away. I am very good at persuading.
You are welcome to do that.
No, that's not going to work, is it?
I don't know. You haven't tried it yet.
He hasn't said.
We didn't know he could climb trees. Maybe they're susceptible to eloquence.
Maybe sing him a song that reminds him of his childhood.
Oh, I do have +7 performance. So I pick up my concertina, and I begin to play a song that will remind him of his former life.
Okay.
It's a song about, golden fields and a plow and a thatched roof and a sandwich.
Would you like to take a performance check?
Yes. So we have advantage, right? Advantage still
on attacks, not on performance.
Oh well, then. So
this is an attack of charm,
right? So 17. 17.
I mean, it is an excellent performance, and I think it's one of the few times that you've actually had a chance to really, go for it since you arrived in Barovia.
Right.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have any effect on the creature at all.
Okay, so was that my action? Because I regret it.
That was your action.
Okay, can I do a run away? Is that another action?
You can do a bonus action, or you can do a movement. You could certainly try and climb higher in the tree.
Oh God, yes. Let's see how high this tree goes.
So take another athletics check.
Okay.
So redwood.
This seems like an outstanding idea.
Is there any do I add the strength or dexterity?
If you've got a strength modifier, which I don't think you will have.
Well, I mean, I'm a strong fellow. If you look at me, it's -1.
Excellent.
Oh God!
What did you get?
Well, -1 would be 10. So I think I'd
10.
probably just I just slid down the zombie's face.
No, you're fine. 10 is fine. You didn't manage to get up any higher, however, because that's what you rolled to get here in the first place. And that's as high as you were able to climb. So you had to go making your way up, but unfortunately, you find no purchase.
To clarify, I spent my turn talking to a zombie.
Well, you sang to it. So.
Well, that's a good point. All right, so farewell, my friends, farewell.
Okay, we're on to Master Sunna's turn. So, Master Sunna, you've got... now, Ireena is in bad shape beside you. She's dealt quite a bit of damage to this claw on the ground. You have this other creature in front of you that Lord Talfrin has set on fire, and you have removed one of its limbs.
I'm going to attack the one that's partially on fire first.
Okay.
I've already rolled, so I had 17.
Okay, excellent. And how much damage do you cause?
And the short sword would deal 7 piercing.
7 piercing damage, is it?
Yep. I'd like to do the cut through his throat again.
Okay, so the piercing damage, so you basically stab, if it's piercing damage, you sort of lance him through the throat, and it does come out the back, just at the base of his head, out the back. He's still going though. You remove your blade, and a bit of ichor oozes out of the wounds, but it's still staggering, and you can see it's getting ready to attack. The arm on the ground is still twitching malevolently towards Ireena.
So, but the other one is dead. The one I decapacitate.
So you've killed one already. This one in front of you is really badly beaten up. There's also one that Kellen is engaged with, and there's another one climbing Jean on Ismark's tree. But this one is certainly the one in the worst that's taking the most damage on the board at the moment.
The thing is that taking off its head would kill it, correct?
Well, if that happens, yes. But that you didn't, you sort of...
But it's
well, in fact, taking off its head, that's what Kellen has done to his, and it hasn't killed it, so...
And the arm is still moving?
The arm is still moving, yes.
Is it like clawing? Is it still near Ireena?
Yeah.
Then I'll take my bonus action, sort of... after I've dealt the piercing damage, sort of turn around and stomp on the arm.
Go for it, right? Roll your attack roll.
19.
19.
Yay!
That's a good stomping.
Well hit.
And it's 4 damage.
Okay, that's fine. So the arm shatters underfoot, and as you do that, the main body that you just pierced with your sword, it collapses to the ground as well in another gooey heap. There seems to have been some connection between its limb and the main creature, because all the magics animating it have basically given up, and it falls to the heap. It's dead again.
Good.
Okay.
Well done.
Do you have movement left? Do you want to do anything?
I'll go
climb the tree
to Ireena. Yeah, just see how she is.
She's just looking. You get the impression. You've seen this before in your ministries. Like she's never really seen her own blood. Is someone rolling dice? She's never really seen her own blood before. She's looking. She goes, I will be all right. I'm fine. I will be fine. So we'll move on to Lord Talfrin. Lord Talfrin.
All right, I'm still backing up gently into the undergrowth.
Only 2 left. The one Kellen has decapitated, and the one climbing the tree.
Well, I know that Kellen has his under control, and I know that Jean is looking for his moment of glory, so I would not want to deprive him of it. No, so I think the situation's well in hand.
No, help me. I mean, help me.
You don't really want to have Lord Talfrin fire a firebolt at the tree you're sitting?
Well, why not? Something fun will happen no matter what.
Think of our guide. He's up here too. Oh, God.
I hurl a flaming sphere, which crashes into the zombie's back, or perhaps lower, with a 24, and deals 7 damage to his posterior back area.
Yes, his rear posterior back area is very badly singed.
It's
it doesn't seem
inferno.
It doesn't seem to otherwise affect his behavior, but it's climbing up a tree with a glowing backsides. Okay.
I call up to Jean and I say, "The rest is for you to do, young bard."
I'll get the front end, thank you.
Okay, Kellen, there's a legless zombie. It's lost one leg.
Doesn't seem
and
sporting,
the head.
does it?
The head is at your feet at the moment. What are you going to do, Kellen? Oh, I think you're muted.
I just rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Kill it.
First into a spray of red mist. Everything. Everyone. The rest of the party.
But I've lost my 12-sider. Okay. Now, what do I do with a critical hit?
So that means you get to roll your die twice for the weapon damage.
Okay. $14.
14 damage.
Yes.
Would you like to describe the death of this zombie?
Well, the re-death.
The re-death.
I take its other leg. I hack off its other leg, grab the two legs in my hands, and smash them on I guess I'll go for the skull.
Yeah, okay.
And the whole thing turns into gelatin.
That's exactly what happens, particularly effective, and the whole mess just collapses. It's just not held together anymore, and the legs fall apart in your hand after you've destroyed the head, and it's gone. It's mush. Hey, you've still got movement left. Do you want to use any movement?
I actually still have an attack left also.
Okay, so you can still move and attack.
Am I close enough to reach the tree?
Absolutely, yes.
And attack?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Do I still have the advantage?
You do. It's still covered in fairy fire as well.
Okay. My first one is 19. And the second one is 24. Okay. But neither's a critical.
That's fine. Your 24 will hit. So do you want to roll your damage?
400.
14.
14 damage. Close. Wow. That's is it slashing damage? Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you do the same that Master Son had. You slash off one of its arms. One of its arms falls to the ground, but you can see that the arm is reaching for you now, and without the arm helping it to hold up, the zombie jumps down, or basically falls down, lands on its feet in front of you.
And takes 20 falling damage?
No. There's only 5 feet up there. Right, Ismark, it's Ismark's turn, and he looks at Jean, trying to, singing to the zombie and trying to climb up the tree, and he says, "I can't believe I was listening to the actor," and he jumps down. Really successfully, lands in a kind of semi-superhero pose, and has a go at slashing at killing the zombie, and he does so with great aplomb. Takes a sword and wildly slashes at the creature. Let's see what he does. Manages to get 7 slashing damage, so he chops off the creature's head. So, and the head sort of falls to the ground, rolls beside him, but unfortunately, the head is continuing to attack as well. The creature is not yet dead. So the creature's Ireena is just busy on the ground, looking at her own wound. She's choosing to opt out of the rest of the combat. This zombie, Kellen, its 2 arms have a go at you now because it's lost its head. They're going with disadvantage, so which is lucky for you because that was first roll was a critical hit. Second roll was a critical miss. So it critically missed you. The second arm gets 8 versus AC, which I imagine doesn't.
That does not hit.
And the head is trying to bite at Ismark. And it gets 16 versus his AC of 17. So he's actually fine because he is well armored, so he's all right. So we're on to Jean. It's your turn. There's a zombie that is being taken apart below you. It's the only one left.
Right, so I can spring into action here. This is where I really have a chance to shine. How tall is the tree?
You're 10 feet up.
7 feet.
Right.
It's a small Christmas tree.
Okay. I will use my crossbow and I will aim it at the largest part of the remaining melange of people and fire.
Okay. Right. You got advantage, remember?
Thank God. Okay. So 12. Haha, that's my best one. 12.
Okay, 12 will hit. Do you want to roll your damage?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 9.
Okay. 9, and so your arrow just basically penetrates the creature's chest cavity, and it shudders, falls to its knees, and then it just falls apart. And the head and the arm that's been removed from its body stop animating and decompose into mush as well. You guys have survived the zombie attack.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well done, everybody.
I feel we all did our part.
Yes.
Yes.
Final.
I like how Kellic is probably standing there, like drenched in gore and like panting for breath, and it looks like he just ate his way through all 3 or 4 of them.
So, as you guys, catch your breath, Ismark shoots another glance at Jean and rolls his eyes. You hear from the direction that the zombies came in. You hear
10 more.
You hear a slow clap.
Fireball.
See, every time you say fireball, I am going to assume that you're joking. So
I think that's safe at this point.
I don't know. I honestly think that anyone who applauds that scene of depraved butchery deserves a little tingle.
A tingle.
A little something in their pants to make them jump.
I would not
throw
anything.
I throw in an illuminatory fireball. So a little high,
okay.
So I won't hit anything that's like less than 8 feet tall.
So your fireball shoots out to the west, and there is a figure walking towards you. In fact, as you are trying to pick out the features of the creature of whatever's coming close in the light, the campfire, the abandoned campfire that you guys had camped around, it lights up itself, and flames start to crackle in the remnants of the campfire. Into the clearing walks a man. This man is slightly taller than you would expect from a person.
Over 8 feet?
Very well dressed, pale skin, black hair slicked back, very attractive, if not very severe features. And he walks forward, continuing to clap. Master Sunna, you're aware as soon as this person walks into the clearing, Ireena on the ground begins crawling backwards from him, and she's saying, "No, oh no!" And the man walks into the fire, fixes his eyes upon you all, and stops his clapping, gives you a small smile. I feel it is time I properly introduced myself, even though you refused my invitation. My name is Strad von Sarevich. Welcome to Barovia.
Wow, the campaign's coming to a head really quickly.
Well, I just would like to say it's a pleasure to meet you. You look like such a fantastic host. We've had a marvelous time. I will speak for everyone. Is there like a conclusion, sort of a carriage out of town, or a balloon?
He gives a half smile in your direction, but otherwise ignores what you're asking him. Ismark has sort of gathered himself to his senses, and he runs over to his sister. He's brandishing his sword. You can see his eyes are wide and white, and he says, "You devil, stay back! You will not get Ireena. You will not take her from me." Strad just briefly glances at him, and then turns back to the 4 of you. and he says, "How have you been finding my realm so far?"
It is a realm that is drenched in evil, that we will cleanse with fire if need be.
No. We are here for a show. I am a traveling thespian. I have a concertina. I play music. These are my team of
Lord Talfrin steps forward, sort of like interposing himself between John and Strahd. You think to toy with us. You think that you are so far above us that you can play cat and mouse. But I am here to tell you that before you see your eventual doom. And we will find a way to
possible friend. Possible friend.
3 potential dooms and 1 possible friend.
He says, "Yes, I had summoned you here to entertain me, and I see you are very capable of fulfilling that role."
Okay, time to pull out the big guns. Charm person.
Okay, are you?
No. Something tells me that probably wouldn't work. So we just defeated the Curse of Strahd quite easily.
He says, "Yes, I was very much disappointed to have to make my way out here to properly meet you. However, I feel safe enough to allow you the freedom of Barovia for now. However, I have come here to claim what is mine."
The Grag is all yours. Take him. We are done with him.
So he turns again back to Ireena, who is scrambling backwards, saying no, and he fixes her with his gaze, and Jean and Lord Talfrin in particular, you're very much aware that there are arcane forces at work here. As he fixes his gaze upon her, he reaches out with his hand and he beckons towards her and he says, "Ireena, rise now and come with me."
Okay, seriously, Fireball. Seriously, Fireball.
Okay, are we going
No
for
joke.
it? Right.
No.
Okay,
Yep.
right, roll for initiative, guys.
Crit Faced is a weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. To make sure you never miss an episode, and to get an exclusive prequel episode of the podcast where you can find out what our characters were up to before this adventure began, head over to critfacedpodcasts.com and join our Crit Faced fan group.